We have Isaac and
good evening, everyone.
Okay. Shall I start now, or brother? I'll take up.
Yes, I suppose because it is being live streamed.
Okay. Now I'll start the meet and today's program. So let's begin. All ready? Shall I begin,
Yes.
Rupali ma'am?
Yes.
Okay then. So first of all, on behalf of the entire team of the Fertile Brains, I would like to thank all of you who are present on the Zoom platform for the poetic convergence which is conducted on the theme Women yesterday, today, and tomorrow on the occasion of International Women's Day 2023. And I would like to thank Brother Vasanna especially for organizing and arranging all the things in the event in a very proper way. As well as I would like to thank Dr. Rupali Sarkar Gaur ma'am also for her contribution in every program on behalf of the entire team of the Fertile Brains as well as all the members of Fertile Brains. And before moving ahead, I would like to request Miss Shalini for the prayer invocation for the theme. So Miss Shalini, I am handing over the charge to you. Please take over the mic and you can start the prayer and the meet. Ma'am, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
So, greetings to everybody and a very happy Women's Day.
Thank you.
So today as we meet to commemorate and celebrate the women, the past, present, and future. So may we pay homage, a short invocation to the Divine Mother, a very short to solicit her blessings. So thank you so much. Jaya Durga, Jaya Durga, Mahamaya, Jagadamba, Jaya Durga, Jaya Durga, Mahamaya, Jagadamba. Jaya Durga, Jaya Durga, Mahamaya, Jagadamba, Jaya Durga, Jaya Durga, Mahamaya, Jagadamba. Mata Vishwamohini Devi Jagadamba. Mata Vishwamohini Devi Jagadamba. Jaya Durga, Jai Durga, Mahamaya, Jagadamba. Jai Durga, Jai Durga, Mahamaya, Jagadamba. आनंद रूपिणी माता भवानी देवी जगदम्बा आनंद रूपिणी माता भवानी देवी जगदम्बा जय Durga, Jai Durga, Mahamaya, Jagadamba.
Hello. Shalini ma'am, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. You have muted the mic.
All this while?
No, no, not all this way. In between, by mistake, you have pressed.
Okay. Jaya Durga, Jaya Durga, Mahamaya, Jagadamba, Mata Vishwamohini, Devi Jagadamba, Mata Vishwamohini, Devi Jagadamba, Jaya Durga, Jai Durga, Mahamaya, Jagadamba. आनंद रूपिणी माता भवानी देवी जगदम्बा, जय दुर्गा, जय दुर्गा, महामाया, जगदम्बा, जय दुर्गा, जय दुर्गा, महामाया, जगदम्बा, जय दुर्गा, जय दुर्गा, महामाया, जगदम्बा, महामाया, जगदम्बा, महामाया, जगदम्बा. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Shalini, for the wonderful and beautiful rendition about the Durga Mata as well as the different swarups of women in the form of Devi Ma. And it is really a very powerful rendition, and it gives a lot of strength to all the women present over here. Now, before moving ahead and starting the program and event, I would like to just take 2 minutes to voice over my feelings about the woman, the status of women, that is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The status of women across the globe has gone through many changes over the past few centuries, and today we can see the structural and cultural changes which has brought equality, liberty, and justice to the women in all spheres of life. The changes have given a lot of freedom and better orientation and recognition to the women. And because of the changes, the women are able to perform extremely and exceedingly well in all spheres of life, and also have created an awareness about their own identity and individuality. And I think Swami Vivekananda aptly said that it is impossible to think about the welfare of the world unless the condition of the woman is improved. It is impossible for a bird to fly on only one wing. Now, I would like to say that the situation of women today is in the state of alteration. Means we are in a just transformation, metamorphosis change is there, and a change from traditional ways towards the modern world. We are not in a completely ancient or traditional way, or we are not completely modern. We are in between stage. Today, we all are in a standing on a platform where we have to balance this yesterday and tomorrow. So the role of today's woman is more crucial as far as I feel. And I believe that we all have to play an important role to have a very firm and free, to give a woman a free freedom as well as a voice wherein she can stand on her own without any support or help. Now, a change from traditional ways towards modern world, we are just passing through it, and the woman is still not in a position to completely give up the traditional ways, as well as we are not even able to jump to the modern ways also. So we are a mixed bag of both the worlds. So only our kind is, I can say, is the only kind of women wherein you can find all the things woven together in one bag. So in short, I'll say that women's status has changed at all levels, whether it is social status, role in the family, or in the family structure, or ideology, or economic status, economic independence, or to earn the income, or educational status, or religious and cultural ways, or in the lifestyle also. So the vast difference in the continuous ongoing process of this change is, hopefully we can see, will bring a new uh, cadre of women, which will be standing without any gender bias, and which will be having their own individuality and identity. So here I conclude that the role of woman is always invaluable at or in all ages, whether it is yesterday, today, or tomorrow. And thank you for being so patient to listen to me. And now I would like to just give 1 minute introduction about Dr. Rupali Sarkar Gaur, and before handing over charge about the theme introduction. Rupali Sarkar Gaur ma'am is a former professor in Delhi University, and she is a well-known poet, author, travel writer, editor, and social justice activist, as well as founder president of Yuvati. And her book, The Twice Colonized Woman in African Literature, is a seminal book on the women's issue. And also, she has contributed significantly in the anthology entitled In All the Spaces, wherein the diverse voices in global women's poetry has been reflected. Dr. Rupali Gaur, ma'am, can you please take the charge and just throw some light on the women of yesterday, today, and tomorrow?
Thank you so much, Shilpa. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So, good evening, everybody. This is a special day. It's an International Women's Day. So, it will not be possible for us to say that, okay, this is what is happening in India. It's different in another country and different in another country. We are very diverse people. But until, lions begin to tell their story, tales of hunting will always glorify the hunter. And therefore, it is very important that we should speak our stories, that we tell our stories, that we let the world know what is happening to us. The largest number of poor people in the world are women. We need to think about that. Why is it so? And yesterday, today, and tomorrow, the title of today's, I won't take up a lot of time because Dr. Neelam Saxena is a brilliant engineer in the Indian Railways, and she has written a lot of books. And so I'll just tell you that how this topic yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I sometimes wonder whether I'm today's woman or I'm yesterday's woman. My age group would somehow be half yesterday and a bit today. Now, yesterday's women or our grandparents, our grandmothers, who were very strong. They were not very highly educated, but somehow they lived their life with a certain kind of rules and discipline. Women like me, as we came on to the stage to start, working and bringing up our family and making our space in the world, we came across a lot of difficulties, but we were also empowered because in the 80s, the women's movement had taken on in a big way. And I say I'm a feminist. If people say, oh, I don't like being a feminist, why not? Who is a feminist? A feminist is anybody, man or woman, who stands up for issues that relate to women. So a feminist is not somebody who has to be dreaded. We have a woman in every home. We all have mothers. So there's always a mother. There's always a woman. We are ready to stand up for, some cause in some faraway place. But the moment it's about women, we say, they're being very dominant, dominating, and why are you speaking like this? No, we have to speak. We have to speak our right. So the yesterday, today, what will tomorrow's women be like? Tomorrow's women, we have to now, who are teachers, many of you are teachers, who continue to be in touch with working women, their children. We want leaders. Tomorrow's woman has to be a leader. She has to be compassionate. She has to, you know, uh, find that equality. In India, our constitution guarantees women the equal rights as men, but our society doesn't. Our religions don't. So what we'll have to do is that while the laws are all for women and they stand for women, why is it that society does not want to give those rights to us? What is the reason? So what do we do? So tomorrow's women and some of us, as Shilpa says, today's women, we have to nurture, we have to make aware the society that human rights, women's rights are human rights. Women's rights are human rights. They are not rights of any gender or anybody. I don't want to be like an Indian man. There are poor Indian men, poor farmers, there are landless people. I don't want to be like them. I want them to come along. So the feminism in India or in Asia, we want our men along with us. We want to have a more equal, balanced society because we don't want to imitate patriarchy, imitation of patriarchy. I'll end this here because I think there's so many people who want to express their views, Shipper. But I think that we must write a story. But I have a poem that I want to dedicate to fertile brain. May I read it, Shilpa, right now? Yeah. So this is called Daughters of India, and this was published in the United States in a book called The Kali Project. So Daughters of India, Draupadi, Sita, Savitri, these are all our mythological women, and Putana, the Rakshasi, Ahalya, Mantra, and Kaikeyi walk alone in our stories, in our crowded cities with fired brains and fire in their belly. Daughters of gods and goddesses, kings and sages, farmers and snake charmers, they do what their womanhood bids them do, from none other but self-seeked applause. Prophets and oracles, hunters and archers, gymnasts and wrestlers, leaders and decision makers, enchantresses and apsaras, warlords and swordswomen, shift the mind and body, filled with curiosity and desire, spurning virginity and chastity, defying restraint, refusing containment. Each day, in farms and fields, carrying spades as their shield, braving the desert sand, trident in hand, on ramps and in studios, in hospitals and in morgues, in boxing rings and on racing tracks, in offices and factories, changing fearless trajectories. From villages and towns in search of golden crowns, they leave the stench of the ghettos, riding buses, trains, and metros, pushed and shoved, scrambled and trampled. They defy patriarchal laws with self sharpened claws, hidden in powerful tiger paws, fighting deathly cannibal jaws, abandoned and cursed, damned and demonized, violated and beheaded, branded and brutalized, Medusa's snake hair flowing, turning men into pigs and stones, Kali's tongue lapping blood, and a garland of red hibiscus. Our battles are not yet done. Our trophies are yet to be won. Our songs are yet to be sung. Our battles are yet to be done. Our trophies are yet to be won. Our songs are yet to be sung. So we can begin our program with this, sense of empowerment and all the women who go to work all over the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rupali ma'am, for your powerful rendition of this poem also. It was a very powerful and motivational poem for all of us here. And thank you for being with us always. Now, I would like to say a few words about our first guest of honor, Ms. Neelam Saxena. Ms. Neelam Saxena Chandra is a chief electrical engineer in Indian Railways at Mumbai. She has been very active in literature and has authored 7 novels, 9 short story collections, 37 poetry collections, and 15 children's books to her credit, and more than 2,000 of her stories and poems, etc., have been published in various international and national magazines, journals, etc. And she is also a Limca Book of Record holder in 2015 for being the author having highest number of publications on her credit in 1 year. And apart from this, she has many other accolades, awards, and honors in her name, which I think we will know about her later on as we come to know her every time. I will call her. Before calling her, I would like to say thank you to Ms. Neelam Saxena for being our guest of honor. And I'll hand over the charge of mic to our first guest of honor to say a few words on today's program. Ms. Neelam Saxena Chandra, please take over the charge.
Thank you so much. I've been wishing to join this meet since long, but today was supposed to be the D-Day. So good evening, dear friends. I would like to begin with a very small poem of 3 words. Harshness of winter besieges. I disintegrate into bits. I'm reborn stronger. At times, one feels that one is very strong. Nothing in the world can clip her wings. But there are situations beyond control that often create situations like harsh winter that besiege the mind and the soul. It's during such moments that the woman disintegrates and feels that she can never find a path to happiness again. But let me tell you, dear friends, disintegration is not often bad. You are reborn stronger. Have faith in yourself, in your never daunting spirits, in your fragrance, and in your ability to bounce. I would like to render one of my poems here. In fact, I would be rendering 2, 3 very small poems as suggested by Prasanna. The first poem is I Can. Misfit, misfit, misfit. Words kept reverberating, not only in her mind, but also in her heart. Echoes became so unbearable that she tightly closed her ears with her delicate fingers. And yet, she could hear the whispers everywhere around her. Dejectedly, she sat down on the ground with her fingers still on her ears. Her heart was throbbing, her eyes were damp, her entire body trembled, and finally she fainted. When she woke up on the hospital bed, she felt that a second life has been bestowed upon her, and she began to rethink about her fear. She realized society can threaten only till you let it. Society can threaten only till you let it. She removed the needle of the saline from her veins and ran away without looking behind. What she needed was not a doctor, but the healing energy that could come only from within. Sitting down cross-legged calmly on the ground, she shut her eyes and let herself drown in the golden energy that she could feel flowing from her head, inside her entire body. She knew that it was a long way to go, but words that reverberated now were, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. So that was my poem. Now let's talk of women of yesteryears. In certain countries, women were treated at par with men and showed valor, were educated and respected. And India, during the Vedic period, we do come across names such as Ghosha, Apala, Lopamudra, Indrani, and Vishwara. However, sadly, in most part of the countries and during post-COVID period in India, they were just considered like a property to be owned, to show off, and consume. In short, for the common woman in the country, things didn't change. People like Savitribai Phule went to school. In other parts of the world, too, women had to fight for even voting rights. Things have changed a lot ever since. That we are all connected today and speaking about empowerment is itself a matter of joy. However, bulls still roam around in the society. Why is such a gender inequality in pay packets for equal work, dowry, etc. still exists? Blaming a woman for every wrong is very commonplace. In fact, while I was listening to a TED talk by the infamous Monica Lewinsky and suddenly realized that why only was her career jeopardized after the infamous affair that she had. The practice of assigning household tasks to women and girls while letting their brothers or spouses go scot free still exists. I would like to render a poem here. The pain. Train on the railway line right in front of her house comes to a screeching halt. Sounds that echoes is terrifying, and the child, already so lonely, runs away from the window, climbs down those 3 steps. She falls several times, gets up, and tries again. She finally slips from the steps but is happy because she lands on the ground, and now she can move around freely amidst the trees that surround the bungalow. The wounds, they don't hurt her. But she's already in a state of emotional ache. Oh, loneliness of being a girl can be so painful. In the garden, she's so happy to find those crawling earthworms. She begins to count them, trying to recollect the numbers. Are they 80 number or is it 81? Suddenly her glance falls on the pomegranate tree. It has a fruit at her eye level. She plucks it and sitting down under the guava tree tries to break it open. The garden is a place of infinite possibilities, and she is only too eager to explore them. Suddenly, she hears the voice of her mom. Anita, could you please sit with your brother? I have a lot of work to do in the kitchen. She knows that it isn't a request, but a command. Bidding temporary adieu to her ecstatic state world of green, she goes inside the house holding her mom's fingers. Mom sees her wound on the knee and inquires about it. She smiles and nods. It's okay. I'm not hurt. As she sits down looking at the big handsome eyes of her baby brother, her eyes are tearful once again. It hurts a lot. After all, he's only 1 year younger. Just that, he's a boy. So that was my poem. I've been asked to speak on women yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Yes, things have certainly changed over the years, slowly but steadily. But a lot more needs to be done. While we waited for some men like Jyotiba Phule to get his wife educated, it's time we don't wait for anyone. Just like Rupali ji said, I'm often termed as feministic, but I really don't mind it just like her. I want my bit of space. If required, I shall fight for every inch. I would like to advise all the girls joining us today to do the same. You need not be a Medusa and suffer. So that was all I had to say. And I would love to hear you all today and celebrate with you and hope that we do not celebrate one day, but entire year as Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Neelam ji, for such a inspiring and motivational words in the end that we have to celebrate throughout the year, each and every day as a woman, and we should not feel inferior in any manner. So it was a very inspiring and good speech for today's event, as well as your poems were also very wonderful, and you have highlighted the fact that the condition of women yesterday and today, a lot of difference you can see. And today we are the women of today, and we know how far we have come from all the women who were 100 years ago. So definitely we have made a progress, and it definitely firmly we can say that we can stand for our own self also, and we can have our own voice and space and expression also. So the only thing is, now we will consider ourselves as individual, not we will not distinguish people like as men and women, rather than we'll say as a person or individual. Rather, that would be much better than considering every person as a man and a woman. That will be tomorrow for all of us. So with this, I would like to now begin the today's meet and call our first lap host, Ms. Sunita Hussain. Hello, Sunita.
Hello, Shilpa. Really a very nice beginning to this event before International Day. So thanks a lot. Before I start, greetings to everyone. As we all are sitting in different time zones, I would like to say my special thanks to Ms. Shalini for the prayer invocation to the different manifestations of women, and then theme introductory speech by Dr. Rupali Sarkargaon, really a marvelous one, and impactful words spoken by her related to the women yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Then our guest of honor, her renditions, Ms. Neelam Saxena ma'am. Definitely you have you have actually hammered the nail when you said that where it hurts in your poem, where the woman, the girl child feels that where lies the difference. Today's theme before International Women's Day is yesterday, today, and tomorrow, the transformation the woman has seen in herself, the way the woman has evolved from being the person within the walls, within the four walls of the house, to going outside, as Shilpa also pointed out in her speech, the way she's going out, becoming the bread earner, and her role has dramatically and drastically changed over the centuries. This transformation is a long way. So before I call upon the guests of today, the poets of the meet, I would like to, what I feel, that yes, there is transformation, there is evolvement, women empowerment. We still have a long way to go. There is no looking back. But one thing, which the essence of woman, which hits me hard, being a woman and the women around me, which I have seen, that if you all permit, I would like to read my poem. I would like to recite it about women of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. A being who binds all, broken yet integrated inside, may seem purposeless, yet defined, bearing burden beyond boundaries, battling battles beyond domains, erupting herself to give way to life, a life in herself. The existence is there. What I feel is, I just wrote it few moments back, realizing that the way woman carries herself in all the roles, be it outside, inside, and she's like the universe. Women, maybe women in America, women in England, Germany, wherever parts we are, there is the universal appeal in all of us. I think we all can relate to it. So without wasting much time, I would like to invite our first poet of the day, Laura Gravel. Laura Gravel is there.
Thank you very much. I'm going to read a very short poem in support of women in Iran and Iraq and all women in all places. It is called Against the Wind. To feel my hair loosed in the wind, brushed by Sappho's wily vim, whirls tendrilled courage round my head. To feel my hair chaste as my whim, battened by the stares of men, curls my toes in naked dread. To feel my hair abased by their amens, beggared by their righteous circus den, furls my burnished strands into haloed threads. to feel my head cropped for errant mien, brandished on blades of hate's limbs, unfurls my story, left unread. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Lara. Really, really beautiful one, heart-touching one. Thanks a lot. Now I would like to invite Alexandra Pasprolu for her rendition. Alexandra, hopefully I'm pronouncing it, in the
Alexandra.
appropriate manner.
This is a poem about priestesses. In ancient Greece, they were called civiles, and they channeled the oracles of the Apollonian light at Delphi. But it's a poem for all priestesses. And basically, all women are priestesses in a way. They bear the spiritual light. Flying 11. When all I have is earth's sun warming my horizons, sweet Psyche, tender wings fluttering anxiously, for it is the flight that matters, dragging my aging dreams, persevering in all kinds of weather, reaching heights of Icarus, heights of the supreme, each creation immortalizing mortality, keeping it alive. Creations blowing everywhere, through my eyelashes, through the skies. Flames and eyelashes becoming one, scorching our weaknesses, guiding lost souls. And all I have is a dandelion pappus to blow, seeds floating through the vortex to the cerulean ethers, for it is the flight that matters, chasing my windy wishes, releasing the nails of mental prisons, drifting breaths of nature, breaths of freedom, each ideal golden energy sent into pure light, ideals blowing everywhere through my heart, through the skies, zephyr and heart becoming one, subduing the ego to service the higher good. When all I have is efflorescence blooming in my garden, a farmer of senses cultivating the fruit of the gods, for it is the flight that matters, picking my deciduous emotions, turquoise showers reviving withered hopes, chanting priestesses of protection, priestesses of safekeeping, each inspiration soothing upheaval, melodious salvation, inspirations blowing everywhere, through my mind, through the skies, incantations and mind becoming one, blessed with the power of flowing divine energy. When all I have is paper and pencil for some simple words, creating poetry between invisible gods and visible mortals, for it is the flight that matters, rekindling my courageous verse, grateful in defeat and victory, dressing ideas in armor, ideas in silk, each vision sacred icon in my pilgrimage, visions blowing everywhere through my spirit, through the skies, matter and spirit becoming one, empowering our lives with universal fire. When all we have is the ray of a new dawn in a dewdrop, light triumphing, heralding a new beginning, for it is only the flight that matters. Namaste.
So engrossing, Alexandra, so engrossing. Your poem, it's filled with poetic devices, oxymoron, antithesis, then alliteration everywhere. It's so symbolic. It's the flight that matters. It's a flight that truly an engrossing one. Thanks a lot every time. And the computerized illustrations you are having accompanying it, it's really, it's we feel that we all might be feeling as if we were flying in that flying. Thanks a lot.
Namaste. Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste. Now I would like to call upon Lieutenant Colonel Gopal Pundir ji for his rendition. Everyone is a feminist. Everyone is a feminist who believes in humanity.
Yes, ma'am. I believe myself a feminist.
Thank you. It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you very much. And सबको नमस्कार. मैं सिर्फ हिंदुस्तानी में लिखता हूँ, जिसमें उर्दू और हिंदी दोनों शामिल होते हैं. 2 मिनट मुझे दिए गए. 2 मिनट में जितना मैक्सिमम बोल सकूंगा मैं बोलूंगा.
जी सर, श्योर.
कुदरत का करिश्मा है औरत की निशानी में. निशानी का मतलब एग्जिस्टेंस. कुदरत का करिश्मा है औरत की निशानी में. जीवन की कहानी है औरत की कहानी में. उसे स्वर्ग पाने की इच्छा नहीं रहती. उसे स्वर्ग पाने की इच्छा नहीं रहती, जिसे नींद मिल जाए गोदी सुहानी में. 4 लाइनें और फिर रिस्पेक्टेड लेडीज के लिए कि जिस समाज में औरत की इज्जत नहीं होती, उस समाज में किसी काम में बरकत नहीं होती. वो बंजर है जमीन के टुकड़े की मानत. वो बंजर है जमीन के टुकड़े की मानत, जिस दिल में किसी और की हरकत नहीं होती. 4 लाइनें और, क्योंकि 16 लाइनें आपने बोली थी, मैं 14 लिखी हैं. तो फिर अर्ज है कि औरत के बिना जिंदगी मुकम्मल नहीं है. जो चाहते हैं वो होता हासिल नहीं है. औरत के बिना कोई घर नहीं होता. अपने के बिना जैसे महफिल नहीं है. बहुत बहुत नमस्कार. मुझे शामिल होकर बहुत खुशी हुई.
थैंक यू सर. और आप आए इसकी हमें खुशी बहुत है. आप आए और आपने अपनी पोएम पढ़ी. बहुत खूब सर. बहुत कम लोग इस बात को मानते हैं कि औरत ही घर को घर बनाती है. बहुत कम लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो औरत को इस तरह से रिस्पेक्ट की, सम्मान की दृष्टि से या समानता की दृष्टि से देखते हैं. तो आपका होना अपने आप में हम लोगों के लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है. रियली थैंक्स अ लॉट सर. और इस आपने विचारों को इस महफिल में रखने के लिए हम आपको शुक्रिया कहते हैं. नमस्कार सर.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.
Now next I would like to call upon a well-known face in fertile brain, Miss Hira Nawaz ma'am. Miss Hira Nawaz ma'am, she is known for her renditions and her active participation in fertile brains and in the field of poetry. Hira Nawaz ma'am. Hira ma'am, are you there? She's not here. I would like to call upon Miss Garima Sudan. Miss Garima Sudan.
Thank you, Sunita ji.
Thank you, ma'am. Most welcome to Fertile Brains. Most welcome. Kindly take over the mic for your rendition on this day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Namaste, salam, hello to one and all in this poetry platform and the listeners out there. Thank you so much, Prasanna sir and Rupali Di, for giving me this wonderful opportunity on this amazing platform. The title of my poem is it is relatable to each and every lady, each and every woman who are here, who are listening around the world. The title of my poem is You Show Your Views Bold and Wise. You show your views bold and wise. I know this lady. I know this lady who's subtle and pretty. Your charming smile is lively and witty. Elegance speaks through your hands and eyes. Elegance speaks through your hands and eyes as you show your views bold and wise. I wonder your calmness and your grace that you bring them up in many ways. Beautiful and blessed is you and your art. Beautiful and blessed is you and your art reflects as a beaming light in the dark. Elegance speaks through your hands and eyes as you show your views bold and wise. I adore and love the way you dance, simply and beautifully, you enhance your expressions and steps. Your expressions and steps tell us all, gleam in your eyes, the happiness that rolls. Elegance speaks through your hands and eyes as you show your views bold and wise. Thank you so much for listening.
Beautiful one. Elegance is shown in your words and thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank you
Garima,
so
ma'am.
much. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot for being here. And now I would like to call upon Miss Padma Situluri. Miss Padma.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Yeah,
Ji, ma'am. You're very much
hello.
audible.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, good evening and good morning to one and all present over here, respected guests of honor, and all my poet friends. I would like to render a small poem in front of you. Yeah. The title of my poem is The Hope of Tomorrow. No more. You are not anymore in the veil of restrictions. You were confined to the chains of society. Lower your voice and respect my words. Gosh, those lingering commands then. You grew up to voice your worthy views today. Technology opened the gate of exposure. You are aware of what to do and what not. Education is your mighty weapon to shine. Ah, I amazed to see transformation in your life. Pacing in various fields like a chivalrous one, you grab the opportunities to prove who you are. Playing a dual role, you say you're an expert. Like the kind motherland, you bear the duties. You illuminate the place wherever you step. No task that you can ever tackle that he does. Oh dear, you're the hope of tomorrow's worldly gain. Oh dear, you're the hope of tomorrow's worldly gain. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You're the hope of tomorrow's worldly day. Thank you, ma'am. Really beautiful one. Now we have amongst us Suvarna P with her rendition. Suvarna P, ma'am. Miss Suvarna P.
Hello, ma'am. Namaste. Good evening, all of
Namaste,
you.
ma'am. Good
And
evening.
it's indeed a great pleasure to be with you all. And I wish you all happy Women's Day to all the great galaxy of poets who are present in this great platform. Now, I would like to recite my poem. The title of the poem is She Is. The title of the poem is She Is. She is the dazzling daughter of Mother Earth, as she is patient enough to maintain. She is the dazzling daughter of Mother Earth, as she is patient enough to maintain. She is pristine clear as nature, bound to her obligations. She is pristine clear as nature, bound to her obligations. She is assiduous to nurture. She is assiduous to nurture. She is self-confident to lecture. She is a mentor to mature. She is self-confident to lecture. She is a mentor to mature. She, a rose, hides thorns to bloom blossoms in others' smiles. She, a rose, hides thorns to bloom blossoms in others' smiles. She is an angel of service, serving day and night with care. She is an angel of service, serving day and night with care. She is a companion with compassion. She is a companion with compassion. She is seen in the lustrous greeneries. She is seen in the luxurious greeneries. She is felt in the passionate flowers. She is felt in the passionate flowers with soothing stature of love. With soothing stature of love. She is heard in the song of cuckoos. She is heard in the song of cuckoos, mesmerizing voice of melodies. Mesmerizing voice of melodies. She is dexterous in swabbing and managing the household chores. She is dexterous in swabbing and managing the household chores. She is like a continuous flow of a river flowing without any rest. She is like a continuous flow of a river flowing without any rest, with bright sparkle on her way, impacting many, with bright sparkle on her way, impacting many. She is the replica of Mother Earth, bearing life, hugging kids to her bosoms. She is the replica of Mother Earth, bearing life, hugging kids to her bosoms. She is a bestower of love to shower the limelight of moon in her gracious looks. She is a bestower of love to shower the limelight of moon in her gracious looks. Her legacy left her love with no bounds. Her legacy left her love with no bounds. That is a mother, a woman, all comes under. Thank you all. Thank you for listening to my poem.
Thanks a lot, Miss P. Suvarna. You have well
Thank you, ma'am.
defined every role being played by a woman and how
Thank
well
you, ma'am.
she does that. Beautifully, she does that. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Now
Thank
we
you, ma'am.
have
Thank you for
amongst
listening.
us Juhi Gupte with her renditions. Miss Juhi Gupte.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you so much, Fertile Brains and the forum. If you can hear me, if you can just confirm. Yes. Okay. So here.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I would straight away come upon my poem, which is based on the transition as we spoke about from a child to a teen, what a woman goes through with the sudden change, while her counterparts who are boys are still waiting for their puberty to arrive. So the title of my poem is Oblivion. It goes as, my mother, she dragged me out from twilight games of ice and water. Were rules no longer same? And told me to behave. The new bump on my chest hid a truth so grave. Cyclic restive rest, banishment awful, folding legs inwards, I had cried in school, recalling the walk in the messy bazaar street, hand like a hawk, groped me with a hit. I shuddered in disgust in that broad daylight. Darkness in the quilt, darkness in the quilt mocked my plight, hissing a guilt of being born to bleed. Often since then, on feet on wheels, shadows after me, set spines in chills. Shadows after me set my spine in chills. I was ice now in those dirty waters. I was ice now in those dirty waters, known unknown. For my mommy was right. Her princess was frozen. Learned to keep quiet. Bruised oblivion of just another me too. That's it from me.
Thanks a lot, Juhi. You have really hit the period, the time period when one goes through this questioning, inquiring, what lies the difference and how they feel from a teen to becoming from a child to becoming teen and the differences being faced and how we are being coaxed to be what we are not, basically. Thanks a lot, Juhi. Now we have amongst us Miss Manisha Singh. Miss Manisha Singh.
Thank you so much. Good evening and a warm welcome to everyone. It's my honor to be here on the occasion of Women's Day. So I would like to wish a happy Women's Day to all the grateful and the great lady. I'm really grateful to be the part of this event today. So my poem goes as give them honor and respect. When she was born, it's just like a story. You can say, when she was born as a girl child, her parents blessed her being proud. In spite of the patriarchal mindset of the society, they embraced her facing all the challenges with might. She was blessed to have such divine parents to stand by her side on this adverse earth. This inspired her to give her best and provided her best notes of knowledge. The social contractors saw her as a girl child, but for her parents, she was their whole world. Her speech was like the chirping of birds at the sunrise. She was like the arrival of spring after the chilling winter to them. She is still blooming around as flower, spreading the fragrance in her surroundings while preserving the culture. She is developing the family and society with a whole power and desire, showing the true path. Those who taunted and blamed her for being a girl are dumb-stricken now and are all joyous. Now no one has the caliber to stop her ever. She goes on conquering towards infinity. Women knits a garland with the beads of relations. They tie the family in a single bond and emotions. Thus, accomplishing their dreams, women must be empowered to honor, in honor. Give them love, affection, energy, along with the freedom and a corner. They are those sparks which destroys the enemy. They are the ones who nurtures with love. Don't let them be quiet now. Let us live together from now. Peace, happiness, and understanding must now be the foundation. Let us all accept with honest heart that women are the boon of nature and the gift of God. Thank you.
Thank you, Manisha ji. Thanks a lot. Really, people need to learn this, but how many learn this will only the time can tell. Now we have the last one in this lab, last but not the least, Dr. Sudipta Mishra ji. Dr. Sudipta Mishra ji.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are very much audible. Kindly take the stage.
Thank you. And you please call me Sudipta. Thank you. Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am, you are very much audible.
Okay. The title of my poem is An Outcry of a Caged Soul. It's not that in the last years that the women were controlled, they were forced to remain in the constraints. Still now also, they are being tortured, molested. So I want to dedicate my poem to such type of ladies. An outcry of a caged soul. Yes, Draupadi and Sita are alive. It is too adorous to break the barriers to strive. Yes, they are breathing with us. Can't you realize their presence? They are living in the deep, dark silence, deeply buried in their born damages. Can't you acknowledge? With intense scars, they laugh with pretense, with purple, blue, reddish, brown face of ignorance, they stand and mock at our hypocrisy. Can't you notice them? They are not other than the dead carcasses whom we have silently suppressed under the backward of imperial houses. Still, they are satirically present in the naked eyes of molesters, They suffered to gasp, yet they struggle to raise their voice with rage. They earn for the least kindness, even though they are deprived of righteousness. Can you glance at their years of trauma? Still, they are looted, pushed, dragged into hell. Yet they disguise their anguish behind its towering silky veil. Can't you see them? It's over.
Thank you. The plight of the women who are being harassed, they face the oppression and the suppression in many ways have been highlighted. Thanks a lot, Sudeepa. Sudeepa ji. Ji comes naturally. Please don't mind. Okay. Now I give back the baton back to Shilpa. But before I give back the baton to Shilpa, I really would like to appreciate the efforts being made by Lazen Carrier to to write his words of appreciation for every poet. It's really very much motivating. His words are really motivating for everyone. So diligent and attentive listener. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Lazen Carrier. And back to Shilpa.
And thank you, Sunita. You did a great job. Sunita, you did a great job.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you very much, Sunita, for being with us always and also hosting the first lab. And your poem also was very wonderful, though you have written just few minutes back. It was your own voice and expression about our own situation and what we are. For that, I appreciate the way you have written in such a short span of time. And always thank you for being with us in the team and also hosting the first lab. Now I'll just give a short introduction for our second guest, Ms. Prabha Shastri Joyshula, who will be second guest of honor. And she is a very noted and honorable literary writer, poet, translator, and singer from Mysore, Karnataka. She received many titles in 2021 and 22, as well as many literary awards in different years from various organizations, institutions, as well as honorary members. And she has also been felicitated by former Chief Minister, Mr. Rosaya Garu too. And I must say that actually she has received so many awards and honors, which I think is too long a list for me to read here. But I must say that the list of awards and honors make me feel, being a woman also make me feel very proud of her achievement, and especially on today's event for Women's Day. I'm really delighted to have her on our meet of Women's Day, and also be the guest of honor for today's event. Now I would like to call upon Ms. Prabha Shastri. Can you just take over the charge?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Shilpa. Good evening to all my friends.
Yeah.
Today,
you can say.
Yeah, distinguished and personalities on the dais, I am very glad to meet you and speak on this occasion, Women's Day occasion. Happy Women's Day to everybody. Today, I am speaking about women yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Women are the same anytime, anywhere, anyway, and forever. A woman from the time of her birth to her grave is an embodiment of unconditional love, care, and service. She must not be looked at differently on the basis of gender. Yes, a woman or female is an important and worthy of her being. Yes, a man is irrespective of the genders, is completely individual. Observe the spelling of the term woman or female does not include man or male. Recently, I read an interesting fact. A father to be said when asked if he was a boy baby or girl baby. He said, if a boy baby is born, I have to teach him everything: arithmetic, arts, of science, conservation, games, etc. But if a girl baby is born, she will teach us everything because she is born with all knowledge and skills. Love, love. Ready to learn, nurse, nature, and be daughter forever. What a wonderful man to say. So, all of us having born as a girl babies must celebrate the joy of being women. 3 cheers to our womanhood. Now, coming today topic, women, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Yesterday or by gone, most of the women enjoyed or very satisfied with cooking, serving, and indoor activities. Yet, though their number was least, then there were women who voiced their opinions blandly, openly, studied law, literature, and science, means medicine, fought wars, ruled kingdoms, crossed with their gungers or headgear intact. Let us celebrate their innate wisdom, enthusiasm, and all notable traits. Today's women have reached the pinnacle of success in every field and are on par with men. They are in very field, rising their stands and quality of life, crossing boundaries of a home, a city, a state, a country, and continents. Majority are now. Balancing personal, family, and professional lives wonderfully. Do you see the days women walking behind their male escorts, be it a father, brother, husband, or son, pulling their good gut down their faces? Today's women are intellectually sources, advanced technological dealers as their counterparts are in certain aspects. Gungers and tomorrow's women, if they are continue to feed their eyes irrational competitive spirit, many have to face a lot of hurdles, diseases caused by stress. Our working and self-imposed unhealthy practice in order to prove their merit, earn more and more. Other cultures in food, clothing, and entertainment, they will lose their natural instincts to love and be loved, care and be cared, feed and be fed, laughing or littling at yesterday's women. Now, today's generation salutes stating Matru Devo Bhava. Mother is the first guru, role model of a growing up baby. Most of the tomorrow's women faking or fearing reality will spend time doing excess work hours. More falling, resorting to junk or processed food and remain in audience with themselves, their families and friends. Wake up, today's woman. Stop preparing to conquer outside world and earn more and more. You are losing the beauty of tomorrow's woman. Please bring back the beauty of women of yesterday's years. Let us be looked up at a Devi, Ma, with love and affection. Let's, on this day, pledge to become God-seated angels in the bodies of women. I thank everyone for giving me this opportunity. Now, I will read one small poem. Have you time? I can proceed? Silpa? Okay, ma'am.
Yes, yes, you can recite, ma'am.
Okay. My poem name is She is God. She is God. Woman is sacrifice, eyes to the life. light to the house, life to the family, sunlight to the home of your husband. Laugh and make others laugh. Despite her hardships, she is Amrita Kalasam to her maiden house. Now, wit and humor in the family drives the human world forward. Yet she is pretty and modest, beautiful like goddess Lakshmi. Turns against to evil like Bhadrakali. She is, if something is happened to her bad, she will turn like Bhadrakali. Yes, she eats last after letting her family eat fast. On-time lifeline who wishes the prosperity of all. Never hides things for her own. She has patience like earth and does. Research for the path of progress. His family and be liked by her children and husband. Prestige to her maiden home and to in-laws home. Namaste. Shilpa, Upali, Sunita, Prasanna, you gave me golden platform to me to share my opinions. Also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for being with us, and we all are happy. We are all happy that you have been with us. And now I would like to begin with the second lap. I'll call Ms. Jayashri D. Rao to host the second lap. Ms. Jayashri, take over the charge.
Thank you, Shilpa.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for being with us always. Happy
My
Women's
pleasure.
Day to you.
Yeah, happy Women's Day to you and everyone here.
Take over the charge.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. At the outset, I want to wish everyone a very happy Women's Day. Women yesterday, today, and tomorrow is the topic which we are celebrating with the theme. Definitely, women have changed over the years. From being just a homemaker, today she is seen in each and every field of and she's enjoying a lucrative career and managing the home also. With this, I now call upon Isaac Cohen. Isaac Cohen, are you there?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, my editor. Thank you, Rupali, and thank you, Kumar. Other coin. Women. The women balance the world. They soften the men and repair our damage. How marvelous if the women will manage the world. Thank you, Heide Cohen, Israel.
Thank you so much. You know, Israel is one country where the women are so strong. In fact, one of our friends' son is married to your first woman pilot.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, in the Air Force and Army. Very powerful women.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution here to the Fertile Brains. I now call upon Shalini Varghese. Shalini, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Greetings to you all. Happy Women's Day. I'd like to thank each and everyone here, even From the beginning, the prayer, everything is so wonderful. I cannot go into the details, I take too much time. So my poem is A New Beginning. Women have historically been suppressed. But let me tell you a secret. Men pride themselves to be warriors. But behind every successful man, there has been a woman. If you don't trust me, ask your mother. Women have always been more refined in nature, intuition, emotion, and compassion. Are these not all intrinsically the qualities of a woman? In fact, emotion is now known to be energy in motion. In the past, this subtle energy has been concealed. But now, for the first time in history of mankind, this subtle energy and power of womankind doesn't have to be concealed anymore. And this, my friend, is the new beginning. Welcome to a new beginning. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing your work here. Happy Women's Day.
Thank you.
I now call upon Jennifer Garnatz, poet Jennifer Garnatz.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Happy Women's Day. Can you hear me? My poem is titled Brave Woman. So my computer is giving problems, so I'm just going to read from my phone. Okay. It's poverty-stricken woman of yesteryears, toiling in the fields, toiling in the homes, babies growing in their bellies, still toiling till time of deliveries. Women of yesteryears, freedom fighters, war heroes, Jamaican national hero, Nanny of the Maroons, slave revolutionaries, paving the way for their male counterparts who bask in their glory. Women of yesterday, unrecognized book authors, painters, composers, X-ray inventor, nursing pioneers, flight pioneers, mathematical geniuses sending mails safely to outer space, returning their spaceship safely back to Earth, all due to a brainy Black woman's grace. Women of today, leaders of nations, building executives, business still toiling in the homes, still toiling till time of deliveries. Many women have come a long way. Many more women remain confined to their homes, prevented by men from getting a solid education, engaging in their desired profession. Will there ever one day be retribution? Thank you.
Wonderful, Jennifer. I got my goose flesh listening to you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank
because
you.
You gave such a realistic picture of what women still suffer, in all the places and spaces all over the world.
Yeah.
And today we must recognize that it is women scientists who have brought about the vaccine for us. That there are 9 women scientists because of whom we are protected against COVID-19.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you for speaking out all the valid points. I now call upon Aarti Mittal.
Thank
Aarti
you, ma'am.
Mittal.
Thank you, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Am I audible? Okay. Okay. So thank you everyone. Thank you, Kumar sir. Thank you, Fertile Plain, for inviting me. This is a great opportunity for me. So my poem actually, it has no title, but it is a question to the society. For the generation like me, a woman yesterday, today, and tomorrow. A woman yesterday, today, and tomorrow seeks her importance, herself as priority. Yesterday, she thought she was important for her father, but for him, it was his self esteem and society. She thought of her dear mother, but for her, it was her dignity and society. She thought of her brothers, but there too, she was mere a responsibility of her parents, and they owed nothing to her. She waited impatiently for her dream man, but he was just a man, important just for himself and his parents. With pride, she thought of her daughter, but her priority was obviously her family. With broken heart, she yet, with a hope, she saw towards her son. However, he himself was booked as a priority. If she's if she is important for none, then why the world gets furious and calls her selfish if she seeks herself as important and prioritizes herself? She's neither in yesterday nor in today. Then what's wrong if she seeks herself in tomorrow? That's all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes,
Hello.
yes, you are audible. You are
Oh,
audible, Miss Anne.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution here on
This
this
was a
important event.
this
I
was a
now
question to
call,
the society.
that's true, that's a valid question. I now call upon Mirza Sibtain Beg. Am I pronouncing it right? Mirza Sibtain Beg.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Hi. Yes, sir.
Am I? Okay, ma'am. First of all, I extend my best wishes on Women's Day and Holi in advance with a couplet of very famous woman poet परवीन शाकिर. आंखों के लिए जश्न का एक पैगाम तो आया, ताखीर से ही चांद लबे बाम तो आया. Now I am going to recite my poem, and the title of the poem is I am Phoenix, I will awake from slumber. Now I begin. I am Phoenix, I will awake from slumber. I am not at Parnassus in annals of history. Despite being here to Eve, Sita, and Mary, I am aroma, panorama, color, and light, pearl of poesy ensnarled in glories infinite. I am Phoenix, I will awake from slumber. I am a missioned spirit, a boon to civilization, nurtured generations with pious volition. Don't consider me a goldfinch confined in cage. With unfathomable potential, I can surge a sage. I am Phoenix, I will awake from slumber. I will not bow even at the stars' trepid recommendation. I will scent world with passion, braving segregation. I am volcano and don't compel me to erupt. Lava of my tears wouldn't let humanity to resurrect. I am Phoenix, I will awake from slumber. I will break the bulwark of bondage and subjection. I will mar mirage of meekness and truculent tradition. I will trample all thorns and tribulations with valor. I will sail my sacramental ship to stately shore at equator. I am Phoenix, I will awake from slumber. My consciousness evolution is not a revolution. Sense my veneration, you will jeopardize thy salvation. I am earth, thou my sky, both are eyes of universe. Both planets splices scatter hues of joy diverse. I am Phoenix, I will awake from slumber. Last stanza, I speak truth, but am belied and bullied. He speaks lies, patriarchy pines to heat. They say I am destined to do sacrifices. My emerald existence is to reach edifices. But I am Phoenix, I will awake from slumber. Thank you and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I wish every woman will rise as a phoenix soon. I now call upon Dr. Ganga Lakshmi Patnaik. Ma'am, are you there?
Good evening, everyone. I wish a very happy Women's Day to the strong, intelligent, talented, and simply wonderful women of this world. On the occasion of this Women's Day, I would like to recite a poem. The title of the poem is Women Yesterday, Today, Tomorrow. Now the poem is, yesterday I became tolerant to everything, to women who were in unplumbed woes. Yesterday I became tolerant to everything, to women who were in unplumbed woes. The blades of grass full of dewdrops, sobbing blossoms, silencing their mouth. The blades of grass full of dewdrops, sobbing blossoms, silencing their mouths. In course of time, women learned to seek their self-identity hidden within. In course of time, women learned to seek their self-identity hidden within and began to feel that they could break silence, anguish without swallowing in, and began to feel that they could break silence, anguish without swallowing in. Today, society finds transcending change in women's role by letting know they are not alone. Today, society finds transcending change in women's role by letting know they're not alone. Ignited inner flame, fire, female fire, rejected inferior status, demanded equality, preparedness to face challenge. Ignited inner female fire, rejected inferior status, demanded equality, preparedness to face challenge. They found courage that simmered in the sun, poured in laughter and hope. They found courage that simmered in the sun, poured in laughter and hope, blended with joy, tolerance, patience. Something good happened as they long for smile, blended with joy, tolerance, patience. Something good happened as they long for smile. Future has come. These withered twigs take the shape of big tall tree. Future has come. These withered twigs take the shape of big tall tree. We watch them to grow like light in all darkness, in all clime. We watch them to grow like light in all darkness, in all clime. In their blossoms, the society will collect the pollens of yellow birds' grace. In their blossoms, the society will collect the pollens of yellow birds' grace and make air fragrant. Looks forward to listening melodious birds' white whispers and make air fragrant. Looks forward to listening melodious birds' white whispers. Now my recitation is over. I thank all the participants and special thanks to founder of Fertile Brains, K. Kumar Prasanna. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your contribution. I now call upon...
Jayashree, 1 minute. There is
I
a
saw the
change
message.
over here.
Yeah,
There
yeah, I
is a
saw.
Hello.
Paramita Mukherjee, isn't it?
No, just I wanted to, yes. Paramita Mukherjee instead of Jolly. Molly Joseph and Umesh Mohitkar instead of Rafat Wani.
You'll take over? You do it.
Continue. No.
Continue, Shilpa.
Brothers, No, no, you continue. Brother sent a message.
Okay. I can now
He
call
said
upon Paramit Mukherjee to take over the mic.
Thank you so much. Just give me a second. It got lost, so just give me a second. An advanced happy Women's Day to all present here, all women present here, and my respects to the men present here. And I will be reading a poem called XX Chromosome. We females bear the XX chromosome. We are genetically the stronger sex and the more disease resistant one. Maybe this is nature's miracle, since only we can bear children. But for ages, we have been called the weaker sex, looked down upon, discriminated from many rights. Just the way some meritorious and gifted children are discriminated against. Our merits have never been sharpened for ages. Our talents and gifts have not been encouraged. Was there a wee bit of tension that we would supersede the others? We had to look beautiful always, so our feet had to be kept small in iron shoes. Our waists had to be kept slim with corsets. Our breasts and hips looked nice if full and voluminous. But our head had to be empty. Education was not for us. So many Joanna of Arcs has been burnt at stakes for having an analytical and free mind. So many Konas had their tongues cut off for speaking the truth. We females bear the XX chromosome. Every human has equal amount of genes from his mother and father. Every trait, every character decided by both a female and a male. But still the discrimination, still the looking down. But much have changed. Females are walking side by side, doing the same jobs, being educated the same way. They are at last a part and parcel of society, respect and dignity showered on them the same way. But you still find gender bias. You still find unequal pay for the same job. You still find crimes against women. You still find attitudinal differences for women. Still at places, dress codes for women. Still at places, women are not allowed to enter. We XX chromosomes are still dreaming of a perfect world. A world with no bias, no discrimination. A world filled with love and hope, where we XX chromosomes have no longer to scream for our rights. Thank you.
Beautiful, ma'am. That was excellent. Shilpa, now do I call on Rafat Wani?
Yes, yes. Rafatmani. Instead of Rafatmani, you have to call Umesh, I think. Brother sent you a message.
Okay.
Jayashri, call Umesh.
Yes.
Rafatwani is not there. Instead of Rafatwani, you have to call Umesh Mohitkar.
I now call upon Umesh Mohitkar to take on the mic.
Hey, thanks a lot. By the way, my name is Unmesh. No worries. So here.
Unmesh.
Am I audible? Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Wish you all a very happy Women's Day in advance. And this is something which I wrote about my mother 2 years back. Here we go. I was full of doubts, falling again and again, clockwork of failures, world kicking me like a football from pillar to post. But she never doubted me, my abilities, my future. More than me, even now, she has got an unwavering trust in herself. Throughout her life, right from the childhood, life has thrown curveballs at her. Sometimes she dodged. Sometimes she just fell down just to get up. Being a girl and a daughter of a poor farmer was not easy. Farming is a glamorous job only for the non-farmers. Small farmers live in debt and dies in debt. Going to college was rare for boys, leave aside girls, and she did it. Found her world in books. Books took her to places where nobody has gone. Reading and memorizing poetry from known and unknown poets, an escape where she can fly to places she loved, visit dreams she dreamt, and refused to be bullied by the world. Became a teacher, taught her students more than life, more than deadpan syllabus, taught students more about life than the deadpan syllabus. My father is a teacher, a handsome man with a gift of the gab, who gave my mother wings to fly. Together they created our world, one wonderful family. She has got rare talents. She can speak before an audience of hundreds of people, spellbound them, inspire them, recite poems from nowhere, read non-stop for days, daredevil. I have seen her facing an angry mob at 2 a.m. in the night, or going alone at a police station to complain about a goon. Even now, she is full of energy and strong. Her only weakness is her children and her love for her husband. She's a big fan of him, adores him, though keeps chiding him, but she never misses a chance to express her love to him. An inspiration, motivation. Even now when I feel weak and hopeless, I look at her. I see hope, unflinching confidence, devotion, and will to protect her family at any cost. At any cost. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Unmesh ji, for your contribution here. That is the truth. The life of women in villages is really gross. Like they do a lot of work which we do not understand. Last on my list, but not the least, it will continue further. I now call upon Shyam Prasad Patnaik. Please take on the mic.
Yeah. Good evening, dear poets. I am Shyam Prasad Patnaik from Odisha. At the outset, I thank Mr. Prasanna, Ms. Jayasri, Rupali ma'am, Silpa ma'am, and the entire team of Fertile Brains for giving me this opportunity to recite my poem. I wish Happy International Women's Day to all in general and women poets in particular. The title of my poem is Protecting Modesty of Women, and here it goes. Yesterday's women were oppressed, suppressed, and deprived of basic rights. They were restricted to receive proper education and other amenities. They were marginalized like slaves, inflicted physical and emotional tortures. Gradually, groups of women fought for freedom and spearheaded liberation. Feminist writers uplifted women, proving talent and no less than men. Modern women have done exceptionally well in field of science and technology. They have become leaders of many countries and even become astronauts. In many countries, women have joined in armed forces, leading from front. They have scaled mountain peaks, even become pilots flying fighter jets. They take part in stunts and military daredevil shows. They can protect themselves from offenders and hooligans, well trained in self-defense. They have proved to be great sports champions and personalities. Now, women are heading top-level worldwide bodies like World Health Organization, WTO, etc. Still, many steps needed for protecting their safety and security. They have miles to cross and excel in their desired goals. Let's pledge to provide ample scope to women to uphold their modesty. And that is the end of my recitation. And wish you all a happy Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for reading your poem here. That was a wonderful one. I now hand over the baton to Shilpa.
Thank you, Jayashree, and sorry for interrupting in between as I got the message from brother regarding the same.
Not an issue.
Okay, and happy Women's Day once again to you, and have a great evening. Now I'll move forward for our third lap, and I'll call upon Maria ma'am. Miss Maria ma'am, will you take over the charge for the third lap? Is Maria present? Maria, please unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Please take over the charge for the third lap, and just we missed Mr. Murli in the second lap. So first call Mr. Murli, and then you can call upon the third round participants. Yes, I can hear you, Maria, and happy Women's Day and hello for today's evening. And you can take over the charge for the third lap.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Once more, I am participating on Video Live of Fertile Brains platform supported by Prasanna G, who gives all his efforts to gather people around the world. This time, the team is dedicated to women that we celebrate in the month of March. Thank you and congratulations, Shilpa Shah, Chief Host, Sunita Hussain.
Thank you.
First, and Jayashree Rao, second lap host. To all participants of this meeting, as well Ms. Shalini, Dr. Rupali, and Nilan Saxena. Well, now with more delay, I'm going to call the participants that are on my list. May I begin? The first participant that is on my list is Aditi Kartiki. Please.
Yes. Hi, everybody. I'm Aditi. Today, I'm here to recite my short poem titled The Inevitable Change. So here it goes. Yesterday, she was trapped, stuck between the walls of what fate brings, closing in on her to stop her from achieving great things. Today, she's growing, expanding to her potential fully, taking along her supporters and brushing off every single bully. Tomorrow, she will be at her peak and remain there forevermore. Whoever dares to take a step against her will be ignored. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your poem is very beautiful.
Thank you so much.
For coming. And now the second one is Dr. Tanjirala Ishri Lata. Excuse my pronunciation if it is wrong. Please come in.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you very much. First of all, a big thanks to the team of Fertile Brains and all the August gathering here. And before I start, I would like to wish all the women for the upcoming International Women's Day and all the men who are with us making the world so wonderful. So now I'm going to read my poem titled Nobility, Thy Name is Wife. Born and brought up somewhere, she enters your life with desires bare. Gets part of family, sans a word to strengthen the familial world. Willingly takes up new duties with unbiased prejudices and choices. Works hard for everyone's benefit, erasing restraints and limits implicit. Merrily accepts new tasks and promotions, hiding her preferred intentions. Leaves her past self with inborn ease and creates a new world to appease. Raises children with concentration, noble aim, and profound vision. Embellishes the family's crown with plethora of successes to salute. Accepts criticism with humble, curved lips and challenging nerve. But what have you given in return? Any recognition or appreciation in turn? Never have you cared to appreciate, appraise, and praise. Never have you dared to inquire and grasp her buried grief in brief. Remained casual in intention, ignoring her loyal exertion. Rushed to the routine, pushing her off, and her wise advices far off. Habitually put her to all sorts of stress and loads of distress. No time to construe her filmy eyes that hide fancy galaxies. She swallows pains in vain and engulfs torments for no gain. Wins the world with an endless smile, complying to cross new mile. Defeats man with polite positivity, sacrificing herself in least preference. Destined to be the most divine of all the creation, she is the noblest boon on the earth's elevation. She is the consoling moon of the noon ever, and man's dedicated better half forever. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming. Your poem is
Maria,
very beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Maria, sorry to interrupt you. Just will you call Mr.
Yes,
Renu
ma'am.
Kuntla Murli? Call Mr. Renu Kuntla Murli. We missed him in second lap.
Mr. Renu Portlausi. Yes.
Renu Kuntla Murli. You can call Mr. Renu Kuntla Murli for recitation now.
Please come in, Mr. Renu. I can
Okay, I'll call. Mr. Renu Kuntla Murli, please take over the charge and recite your poem. Mr. Murli.
Mr. Murali, please come in. Join us. I think he is not.
He's there. Mr. Kuntla, Renu Kuntla, please start. You are inaudible, Mr. Renu Kuntla. There is a trouble with mic.
Now, okay, madam. Is it audible?
Yes.
Okay, madam. Good evening, all. Good morning, good evening, all. And I wish a happy International Women's Day. Madam, before reciting my poem in English, I would like to recite a lyric written by me just before, if you give me permission. Mahila, oh Mahila, Melko Ama, ఎదురయ్యే సవాళ్ళను ఎదుర్కోవమ్మా. మహిళా ఓ మహిళా మేలుకోవమ్మా, ఎదురయ్యే సవాళ్ళను ఎదుర్కోవమ్మా. సమస్యలు ఎదురైతే భయపడకమ్మా, సమస్యలు ఎదురైతే భయపడకమ్మా, ధైర్యంగా నిలబడి పోరాడమ్మా, ధైర్యంగా నిలబడి పోరాడమ్మా. మహిళ ఓ మహిళ మేలుకోవమ్మా, ఎదురయ్యే సవాళ్ళను ఎదుర్కోవమ్మా. పొద్దుగాల నిండి నీకు ఎదురైతాయి, చెప్పలేని బాధలెన్నో వెంటాడతాయి. పొద్దుగాల నుండి నీకు ఎదురైతాయి, చెప్పలేని బాధలెన్నో వెంటాడతాయి. కన్నీరు కట్టుకుంటూ పనికెళ్తావు, కన్నీరు కార్చుకుంటూ పనికెళ్తావు, కడుపు నిండా తిండి లేక పస్తులుంటావు. మహిళ ఓ మహిళ మేలుకోవమ్మా, ఎదురయ్యే సవాళ్ళను ఎదుర్కోవమ్మా, ఎదురయ్యే సవాళ్ళను ఎదుర్కోవమ్మా. నువ్వు పోయే తోవలో రాక్షసులు ఉంటారు, ఎదురయ్యే సవాళ్ళను ఎదుర్కోవమ్మా, ఎదురయ్యే సవాళ్ళను ఎదుర్కోవమ్మా. హలో హలో
Hello, please go on.
Okay, but thank you. Again, one poem in English. Yesterday I was suppressed and buried along with my husband. Yesterday I was suppressed and buried along with my husband. Today I am free. Today I am free. Better than previous. But tomorrow I will conquer the world. I will conquer the world. I am the superior. I am the superior to all. Without me, there is no world. There is no world. Without me, there is nothing in the world. There is nothing in the world. Superior, superior. The birth of woman is superior. Superior, superior. The mind of woman is superior. Superior, superior. The woman, the presence of woman is superior. Superior, superior. As the daughter of the woman is superior. Superior, superior. The life partner of the woman is superior. Superior, superior. As the leader of the woman is superior. Superior, superior. The victory of the woman is superior, superior. Superior, superior. The intelligence of the woman is superior. The intelligence of the woman is superior. Where woman is worshipped, where woman is worshipped, there is goddesses and wealth. There is goddesses and wealth. Where woman is harassed, there is chains, there is hell and poverty. W stands for worldly, O stands for omnipresence, M stands for mother, A stands for amiable personality, and N stands for naturality. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much for this given opportunity. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you very
Renukunda
much.
Murli. But I have a request for you. Next time, please just stick
Thank
to
you.
2 minutes time and recite only one poem as given.
Definitely,
Please,
definitely.
others
I'm
are
so
also in the
happy
line.
to celebrate Women's Day. So far, I have taken 2 more minutes. Thank you very much. I'm sorry also.
Okay, Miss Maria, continue.
Thank you.
Take all the charge, Miss
Thank you,
Maria.
Randall.
Thank you very much, Murali, for your
Thank you, madam.
presentation, a beautiful recitation,
Thank
and a
you.
song
Thank you, madam.
too. Thank you very much. The next on my list is Punen Shaula Sud. Please.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Maria. Thank you so much. And happy Women's Day to all the lovely ladies and men, definitely. So my poem we are all talking about, but times have changed, but women, we still judge women, we don't try to understand them, we just judge them, what I feel. So there is a mythological character of Supnakha, and my poem is based on her, the mutilated princess. Is poetry meant only for beauty? Is poetry meant only for beauty, the way history glorifies the victor and his victory? Can anyone empathize with the pain of a plain, unattractive girl who is robbed of a pretty name and renamed Supnakha because she had fingernails like winnow fans? She grew up with brothers bold, strong, and wise, and was expected to be obedient, shy, and docile. She married with Tujiva against her brother Ravan's choice, who later killed her spouse for reasons unknown, leaving her heartbroken, lonely, and torn. She combed the forest in search of love when she was enticed by charming Prince Rama. Like Rama, Lakshman too could have declined her proposal respectfully, without mockery and cruelty. Had this been done, why would she have attacked Sita and gone through the pain, mutilation, and shame? Why? Why has it always been difficult for men to handle bold and sexually assertive women? Till date, when women speak up, set boundaries, secure the right to reject to choose a man of their choice, they are humiliated, acid attacked, or raped. Thank you so much. This was my question to the society. Thank you so much. And happy Women's Day
Thank
to
you,
everyone.
madam. Thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate your recitation. Thank you very much. I think all of us appreciated it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome. And the next one on my list is Jayasri Ray. Are you there, Jayasri Ray? Please come in. I think it's not here. Jayasri Ray. No. Well, I would like to call upon Prasanna K. Bihura. Are you there, Prasanna?
Prasanna Hota. Prasanna Hota. Hello? Am I audible?
Hello?
Am I
Yes,
audible?
you are audible. Could you go on, please?
Okay. Sweet poetic friends. I'm Prasanna Kumar Hota, Odisha, India. Cheer and cherish Women's Day. Thanks a lot to Fatal Brain Group for inviting me to recite my poem, Woman, Yesterday, Today, Tomorrow. Woman, woman, you are nothing without woman. Woman, you are nothing without woman. Woman, woman, you are nothing without woman. Woman, woman, you are nothing without woman. Woman, woman, you are nothing without your woman, woman. Reverend woman, reverential man are complementary. Respected man, respectful women are complementary. Each one is the part and parcel to make family satisfactory. Love and affection were her worthy treasure. Love and affection were her worthy treasure. Rearing and caring family was her decency to measure. Rearing and caring family was her decency to measure. Loyalty, devotion, and charity beautified her character and behavior. Loyalty, devotion, and charity beautified her character and behavior. Beautification of family, sharing her love and affection was her pleasure. But killing traditional beliefs, women willing to be strong and stout, killing traditional beliefs, women willing to be strong and stout, competing with man-centered society, bitter bent and talent. Competing with man-centered society, with her bent and talent. Changed herself, self-conscious, changed herself, self-conscious, self-confident, and self-centered. Changed herself, self-conscious, self-confident, and self-centered, selfish, and selfhood caused her to create a nuclear family centered. Selfish and selfhood causes her to create a nuclear family centered. Decorated with power, position, property, now she loses her balance. Decorated with power, position, and property, now she loses her balance. Undoubtedly, women empowerment has touched at the apex of success. Undoubtedly, women empowerment has touched at the apex of success, leaving behind beauty and loyalty of family and all parent service. Leaving behind beauty and loyalty of family and all parent society. Time awaits to see. Oh man, oh women, time awaits to see children's care under male servant and all parents at sweet home. If future needs balance, future needs a balance between women's supplement and empowerment. Future needs a balance between women's supplement and empowerment without boredom, without boredom, without boredom. Thanks for listening my poem. It is the end of my poem.
Thank you very much, Prasanna Bhatta, for your presentation. Many things to think about were recited on your poem. Thank you very much. Namaste. Well, going on the list, we have Dr. Janata Ramanathan. Please, Dr. Janata Ramanathan, are you there?
Is it Dr. Shaminaz?
Dr. Shaminaz?
Is it because your pronunciation is a little bit so I'm not able to understand.
Dr. Janata. Sorry.
It's
Dr. Janata.
Okay.
Please go on. Dr. Shaminaz, are you there? I think not. Shubha, can you help me? Dr. Shamanis, are you there?
Dr. Janita, she is not Shamanas, it is Janita. Janita Ramanathan.
Janita?
Dr.
Dr. Janita Ramanathan?
Let me check. She's there
No,
or not? I don't think. You go ahead with another name, ma'am. I'll call in the next lab. Just 2 more are left. Maria, you can call another one.
Dr. Gaji Shaha. Dr. Gaji Shaha. No?
Yes.
Gargi
Good evening,
Saha.
ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Wish everyone a happy Women's Day and respect to all the men present here. I would like to recite a poem dedicated to all the rapist victims. Here goes my poem. Shame. Today, I have been ripped apart by the demons of masochism. My clothes tattered, hair unkempt. I am totally disorganized, physically and mentally. Thus, I cannot face my family, my home, my relatives. What should I tell them? Will they comprehend my emotions, feelings, dilemmas? I am nowhere, no citizen of a civilized nation. I am just submerging myself in inert solitude. I cannot take this. It's implausible for me. Just forgive me if you can. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. It was very beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
It is Vandana okay, ma'am. Vandana okay.
Antana okay. Yes.
Vandana. We.
Vandana.
Call. Yeah.
One more.
Vandana
okay. Vandana okay, please. Are you around? Vandana, where were you?
She is not there. Thank you, Maria, for conducting the third lab. She is not present. Now I'll take over the charge for the fourth lab, and happy Women's Day once again to you, Maria, and have a beautiful day ahead. Now I'll continue with the fourth lab, right?
We are supposed to continue the fourth lab?
No.
Yes.
No, I'll go with the fourth. I'll take up the fourth. I'll
Okay,
take up, and thank you
very
for
much.
yeah, thank you for being with us. Yeah.
Wish you a very good night. Thanks.
Thank you. So now I take over the charge for the fourth lab, and one participant is missed in the third or second lab, Miss Shalini Nandakelia. Can I have you over here on the mic, Miss Shalini?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I have a very short poem.
Yeah.
And the poem is mostly about trying to awaken women to their true potential. So just simply titled Woman. I am a woman of substance, many roles, many moods. I am delicate, fragile, soft, alluring, a flower of myriad fragrances, subtle, passionate hue of roses. I am Radha and the gopis of immeasurable devotion. I am the spirit of Gargi, revered by the wise, the powerful queen of Jhansi of limitless strength and fortitude. I am the fulcrum of justice, equality, and freedom, nothing less. I am the earth's endurance, mother, daughter, sister, ocean of love and compassion. I am the slayer of demons, ocean of unceasing compassion, I am a woman of today, resurrected, awakened to my infinite possibilities. I have journeyed long towards the realization of who I am, born, emancipated, ever liberated. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Shalini, for your wonderful poem and recitation. And thank you once again for your prayer as well as this poem and participation.
Thank you.
Happy Women's Day.
Thank
Happy
you so
Women's
much.
Day to you.
Thanks.
And now I would like to call upon Ms. Molly Joseph and take over the charge for the recitation. Molly Joseph. Miss Molly Joseph, unmute yourself.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. I could join so late because I was away from home. I hope I'm audible enough. I'm getting
Yes,
connected on my mobile.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. First and foremost, let me wish all of you happy Women's Day. 2-3 days in advance it is, but it is always when it comes to women, we do celebrate our existence like anything. And there are any number of like-minded men folk also who are with us, whom we could see today celebrating womanhood. So happy Women's Day. Here goes my short poem. It was one of the poems that I wrote when my first book was published by Patridge Communications. I was focusing so much on the jeopardy, the dangerous kind of situation womanhood is put in these days. So that made me write this poem. Marginalized. Woman, you need a margin to be marginalized. What if you occupy a space well beyond a margin? What if you occupy a space well beyond a margin? Here is a world in the cusp of the visible and invisible. It requires no margin to be taken note of. It is just about seeing and not seeing. It happens in the train, in the crowded bus, on a late evening, early morn. It is the shadow jumping on you in an unguarded moment. At the workplace, way back home, in your lonely abode. Still, life goes on. It's just about seeing and not seeing. It is just another statistical casualty. Life goes on. Thank you, dears. Thank you so much that you
Thank you,
gave
Miss
me.
Molly, on reflecting and throwing the light and showing the irony of the world and the condition of women. It is really tragedy and a sad part where we are living in all the fears, this, that, with all our strength and facing the challenges and odds in every possible manner. So that is one of the pictures, realities we are having right now also, and we are struggling to just get rid of all those evils in our society. Right. Now I'll call upon, thank you for your wonderful rendition and also showing us what is the reality of the world. And now I'll call upon Ms. Nivedita Roy to take the charge and recite her poem. Ms. Nivedita Roy.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Bringing lots of greetings to all of you present here on Women's Day. And we do have to take the men folk into consideration. They are a very important part of our path. They may come as lessons or as life partners, but they are very much a part of our life. Thank you to the Fertile Brains for organizing this beautiful platform. So my poem is titled Single Parent as the title of your platform today is Women Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. Single parent. She toiled in the day and worried at night, sleeping light with dreams of fright. Her world revolved around the tiny tot. It was a sight to behold. The verdant meadow and the lass with her offspring, busy with her chores, yet an eye on the cherub. The gentle touch of the tiny fingers gave her a million reasons to smile, an impetus to work harder, to provide for her offspring. A daydreamer once, a single mother now. Life had taught her to multitask, and yet, in her motherhood, she did bask. An easy prey for lecherous gaze, her utterances were quite ablaze. Her scuffle to survive each day, a sight to behold, but not tell, applied to witness, but not comfort, a topic to discuss nonetheless. Yet, in a world of her own, she goes on with life's humdrum. And that's the story of a single parent. Thank you, my dear friends.
Thank you, Nivedita, for again telling us about the fact that most of in today's world, one of the what you can say flaw or one of the problem which has cropped up specifically in our country, more the role of single parent is taken up by women. The children are raised by women, though divorces are happening, single parents are there in Western countries, but the laws and the government is more lenient over there, and the male counterparts are also taking up the parenting work over there. But here, I don't know why the mother is more attached and emotional, and she is not ready to give up the duties and responsibilities and taking over the charge, and also raising the kids in a very different way. Still, there is a contrast in our world and Western world, as well as we have to still go a long way into this also and sort out this problem also. Instead of having single, we can have a family also equally in a happy world tomorrow.
True.
Thank you again. And
Thank
now
you.
I'll call Miss Meena Chauhan. Meena Chauhan ji.
Yes, namaskar.
Namaskar.
Good evening, everyone, and happy International Women's Day.
Thank you.
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This is the title of poetry. So I am going to read in Hindi. आज की नारी. This is because of today. आज की नारी. मैं हूँ आज की नारी. मैं हूँ आज की नारी. मैं अबला नादान नहीं हूँ. मैं अबला नादान नहीं हूँ. दबी हुई पहचान नहीं हूँ. मैं स्वाभिमान से जीती हूँ. रखती अंदर खुददारी. मैं हूँ आज की नारी. मैं माँ बहन पुत्री हूँ. मैं माँ बहन पुत्री हूँ. मैं लेखक और कवित्री हूँ. मैं सीमा से हिमालय तक, खेल के मैदान तक, बिजनेस नारी और व्यापारी हूँ. मैं हूँ आज की नारी. जितना घिसती हूँ उतना ही निखरती हूँ. जैसा सांचा मिलता है उसी में ढल जाती हूँ. जैसा सांचा मिलता है उसी में ढल जाती हूँ. मैं हूँ आज की नारी. ये रूपाली के लिए है आगे का लाइन. बना जाती हूँ मंदिर कभी. मना जाती हूँ मंदिर कभी सुनसान जंगलों में. मैं एक फूल सी हूँ. मैं एक फूल सी हूँ जिस बिन ईश्वर की पूजा अधूरी. हर घर की बगिया अधूरी. औरत के बिना तो घर नहीं चलता, तो दैट्स व्हाई मैंने ये लिखा है. हर घर की बगिया अधूरी. मैं हूँ आज की नारी. साहस त्याग, दया, ममता की मैं हूं अवतारी। साहस, त्याग, दया, ममता की मैं हूं अवतारी। आंधी और तूफान की पथ से कभी नहीं घबराती। मैं हूं आज की नारी, मैं हूं आज की नारी। This is a small poetry. Thank you so much.
धन्यवाद मीना चौहान जी। बड़ा ही सुंदर वर्णन किया है आज की नारी का आपने। आज की नारी सब पे पड़े भारी। बहुत ही शक्तिशाली है और बहुत ही उसके अलग अलग आपने विविध रूप आपने प्रस्तुत किए इसमें और बहुत ही सुंदर वर्णन किया गया था। धन्यवाद आपका हमारे साथ रहने के लिए और आज के इतने बड़े दिन होते हुए भी आपके घर इतने मेहमान होते हुए भी आप हमारे साथ बनी थी और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। Now I'll thank you. Now I'll call upon Sara Arshad. Sara Arshad. I think she is not present. Next one in the list is Lopamudra Mishra. Can I have Lopamudra Mishra? Okay, she is also not present. Next one in the row is Rita Chug.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Welcome. Take the charge, ma'am.
Thank you, Shilpa. Thank you, Prasanna ji and team Fertile Brains for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to recite my poem in this prestigious group. And happy Women's Day to everyone. Let me take out my poem. Yeah. So the title of my poem is Pinnacle of Success. Yesterday's woman was weak and fragile. Today she is bold with vibrant vibes, adorned with patience and perseverance. She has achieved the pinnacle of success with her willpower. If today's woman is in a lurch, how will she make lively a world? Let her walk the path of great adventures. Let her walk the path of great adventures with her head held high. Let her touch the sky with her great endeavors. Like men, today's woman is also a breadwinner. Like men, today's woman is also a breadwinner, looking after her children as well as a professional. She has attained immense success in every field, whether it's sports, politics, defense services, or academics. Earlier, the woman was under the shadow of her husband or father. Now she has established her own identity and is independent. The role of woman has changed tremendously. She has been able to create a positive impression in the society. From housewives to CEOs, the transition can be seen positively. She is no longer considered to be unfit or weak with negativity. She is the epitome of strength, sacrifice, and patience, having an ocean of love, affection, and determination. She is the backbone of the society, crossing hurdles with great dignity. She creates her path and shapes her destiny. She is dynamic, leaving behind all agonies. Today's woman walks shoulder to shoulder with men. That's the way for tomorrow to enhance. With equal responsibilities shouldered together, we will have a world full of happy and beautiful morrows. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rita Chugji. You have rendered a very wonderful poem. It reflected upon yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And also the contrast given is very apt according to the lives we are living. And now I'll call upon next participant, Ms. Manju Yadav. Are you there, Ms. Manju Yadav? Please take the charge.
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I wish you all a very happy Women's Day and also for Holi because it's very soon coming. We're going to celebrate in India. And my poem, it's very short poem, but it's a request for today and tomorrow for the space that woman is struggling to still get it properly. The space. If you ever see a woman or a girl very young, if you ever see a woman or a girl very young, yet you don't help her to cross the road, you don't protect her from the ghouls, you don't tell her where to reach, you don't tell her how to achieve. Just stay still. You just stay still and watch her, walking alone without your gauge. Don't measure length of her dresses, neither pass comments on her choices. Trust me. Trust me, that's the only thing she needs always. A fearless road with no gauge. A fearless road with no gauge, no judging comments, no verifying clothes. Just give her all these. Just give her all these and you won't realize how rapidly she grows and how happy she looks. My dear men, it's not the roads that are scary, neither the darkness that gives her fear. It's the intentions that men hold in their eyes, in their comments and their actions. She can make this world the best place like you desire. She can make this world the best place, but think before you complain. But think before you complain. Does she have the space that she needs? Thank you very much.
Manju, it was a very thoughtful poem and also a dream for tomorrow, wherein we all have to work in to bring it into a reality where we can have a place where we all become fearless and make a wonderful world around us. Thank you again. Now I'll call upon Dr. Shaminas. Dr. Shaminas.
Yes, I am. A very happy Women's Day to all, and thanks to entire team of Team PLCS. There is some celebration in the atmosphere, so I hope that is not disturbing. I will try to wind up my poem soon. The title is Yes, I Am a Sinner. Yes, I am a sinner because I am a woman. My birth is my crime and my punishment is lifelong slavery, which I have to bear throughout my life. If I speak, it is a sin. If I laugh, it is a sin. If I cross four walls of my house, it is a sin. If I put makeup, it is a sin. If I wear a short dress, it is a sin. If I roam alone, it is a sin. If I don't lower my gaze, it is a sin. The society's set parameter of my life, the measurement of my happiness, the boundaries of my desire, the limitation of my rights, the confinement of my personality, and the length of my skirt. If I keep desire, it is a sin. If I move forward, it is a sin. If I fight against atrocities, it is a sin. If I raise my voice, it is a sin. If I break convention, it is a sin. If I cross the boundaries, it is a sin. When will this society grant me my real freedom? So in this, in a hope that we all will achieve a real freedom, thanks once again and a happy Women's Day to all the women. And
Thank you, Dr. Shaminas, for your wonderful rendition. And now I'll move on to call upon Ratindra Kumar. Ratindra Kumar, can I have you on the platform? Ratindra Kumar. Okay, he's not there. Next on the line is Shalini Samuel. Miss Shalini Samuel, can you take the charge?
Hi, ma'am. Yeah, thank you. So many women are here to talk about women present, past, and future, and that itself shows women has come up so far in life. But still, there are many women who is struggling to get a space to fulfill their dreams. I wish before in future Women's Day, there will be the whole world, every woman should have the freedom to pursue her passion and live a free life. And let me recite my poem. It's a short poem. The title is Ever Evolving. Earth's flora and fauna covered me once. I am witness to different colors of life. Once I was a hunter feeding a clan. Then, as a lioness, led a race. Yes, I have broken stereotypes always. World thrashed me, killed my freedom, and also revered as a benevolent mother. My journey is an incomplete paradoxical epic. I evolved from bitter past to today. Still problems rest in hidden corners, I know. The feminine soul's future is unpredictable. Where will I be born and what's in store? Nothing I know, but it will be better. My future is going to be the best. Times are changing, and I am too ever evolving like the universe. Thank you for the opportunity, and thanks all for listening.
Thank you, Shalini. It was a wonderful rendition, and you have tried to reflect upon one of the problems we are going through also. And now I'll just pass on the charge to Kamar Sultana Sheikh. Kamar Sultana Sheikh, can I have you, Kamar Sultana Sheikh? Okay, she is not there. Next is Aftab Tariq. Aftab Tariq, not present. Anuradha Varaganti, not present. Lucila Trapazzo.
Hi, everybody. Yes, I'm there. Hello, everybody. Good morning from this part of the ocean and good night to the other parts of the world. I'm reading for you a poem which just came out in this anthology, Women Scream, and I'm really happy. First, before reading, I have to explain you the context. In rural Albania, since the Middle Age, single women had no honor. Their land and farms were disposed of, and they were not protected against violence. Only one solution remained for them: to swear to remain virgins forever. The sworn virgins became the patriarchs of their families, with all the burdens and honors of male authority. Today, there are about 40 sworn virgins in Albania. They became real men. This is the story of one of them, Burnesha, or the last sworn virgin. One gesture, and on the ground falls the skirt, final vestige of your womanhood. A defiant braid surrenders at your feet with proud copper reflections. Your breast is unripe. You touch the pomegranate skin and you bind it up. Two cruel bandages constraining the breath. Folded is the bridal veil that once was your mother's. Oh, a dream of apple and cinnamon guarded by camphor. A fragment of glass reflects your trembling face. On the bed, ragged pants are waiting for your milky skin. Far away, a chorus of voices and laments. Your father is resting in the largest room. Barely an amaranth scarf hides the blossom of blood, memento of wild hunting. You are alone to keep the honor of home, family and county. Tomorrow, facing the elderly with eyes of ice, you'll deny being a woman. It's a fight, a trade for your freedom. Smoky cellars of raki and sweat are waiting for you. Your belly's barren forever. The law of mountains and valleys, of impetus sustaining rivers, is written in blood since remote times. Alone, a virgin is worth only 6 oxen. Tomorrow, you'll be a man for the love, one hand, your sighs and your sorrow, when moon is not looking. Goodbye to all my sisters and to my brothers as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lucilla. It was a wonderful, courageous woman who has just climbed up all the challenges in her life. Thank you very much for your rendition. Now, Mr. Lakshman Rao.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, will you take over the charge for the remaining contenders?
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Like I was just on the show, like not visible. I felt like there's some technical glitch over here.
No, it's okay. Just remaining 4 or 5 are there.
4 or
From
5.
Bob Villan, you can call.
1 second. Yeah.
It is the 45th contestant.
45th contestant. So may I request Bob Whelan over here to recite his poem on the Women's Day? Is it audible?
He's not there. You can call Richard.
Richard Spisak.
Thank you. It's my honor.
Hi, sir. Very good
evening
and welcome to the show.
A short piece, a tribute to Miss Nabizad of Afghanistan.
Okay.
Women are so amazing and carry so much burden until everyone, especially those who think themselves civilized, until we value women every bit as much as men, we're a foolish and uncivilized lot. To Miss Nabizad. Miss Nabizad, until she insists, Miss Nabizad insists with her fist, although the Taliban, the wanted, flaunted man, leads their band, they could not hide Miss Nabizada. No command, no fearful present can find this mind to some lost desert. Miss Nabizada from the eastern lands stood for elections which win no woman can. Miss Nabizada led the way where they would not say. Instead, they slayed Miss Nabizada, and her brother wounded, bloodied others. Miss Nabizada didn't flee. She didn't run to peace, but stayed and spoke her piece. The Taliban could not stand these truths, be told by such a brave and noble heart. This woman bold, confined they want, no freedom's taunt. The holy fools would try to hide these incredible woman jewels, each woman imprisoned inside her home. What home is it tomb, this lawless, flawed bloom? She was servant of the people, her life enshrined now in her story steeple. Miss Nabizada would not be stayed. She was brave, not afraid. She knew the truth. These fearful men couldn't buy her, couldn't deny her, sent her home again. These men could not stop the mighty heart. Miss Nabizada, we remember. Happy International Women's Day.
Thank you. Mr. Lakshman, you can call. Hello. Mr. Lakshman, unmute yourself and call another person.
Yes, so we are done with Richard sir. Now we'll go with Manatita Ajitsan. So may I welcome Manatita Ajitsan over here.
Thank you. I'm fine, thanks.
Sir, Landon sir, you came in, you pop up.
Sorry?
It was other person, I believe. It was Manatita Ajitsan.
No, it is his pen name. Lantern Carrier is pen name.
Pen name, is it? Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Manatita Atkinson is his real name.
Okay, cool, sir. Great to know this. Well, sir, please carry on, sir. I'm sorry for that.
You're welcome. For eons, you have been a deathless symbol of selfless love, of sacrifice. Your bodies bear the cross of ancient times, of present injustices to your wombs. O women, your concerns, the ceaseless toil that mothers nurture, your overflowing fountain of endless love, intoxicating me with thrills of peace sublime and deep. You bear your struggles well, carrying the heavy weight of life designed for you by ignorance. Who can equal your forgiveness? Your sheltering heart, a haven for our afflictions, receiving all our thorns and giving roses blue, bearing silently the sorrows of ingratitude. Sita shone a light on how to thread the ideal path of womanhood, walking into an ordeal of fire, a very life of innocence and purity, glorified by the breath of heaven. Damayanti encountered numerous challenges to prove unflinching love for her husband, Nala, a king. Today's focus covers so much of the outer opulence. In a world of competition, jealousy, and insecurity, you're pushed into the vanity of outer beauty and the need to please. One day you'll return to the courage of lionesses, of Savitri, who faced Yama, Lord of Death, with such intense devotion that he returned her husband safely. You will merge with hearts in a realm where lovers dwell, integral instruments of truth, knowing you have the lock to silence the many emotions of the lonely heart. You will extol the virtues of leadership, like Mother Teresa, trust, loyalty, and devotion, of gratitude and one-pointed ideals, like Mira, like Rabia, to a high and just cause of loving service to all beings, an intense faith in this beautiful dance of love's creation. Lantern Carrier, thank you.
That was wonderful, sir. That was wonderful. The way you bring across our mythological women onto the poetry, that's exemplary. Like, how did you, we'll meet once again, like when time permits, like we'll discuss about the way you discovered Indian women and other stuff. But that was very much spiritual and enlightening as being a lantern carrier by yourself. Thanks a lot, sir. Namaste.
Thank you.
For knowing India so vast and so in brief, I can say that. Thank you, sir. So we'll just go ahead with Manjula Asthana Mahanti, who is the next in the row. So may I welcome Manjula Asthana, please.
I don't see her.
Shilpa
You can
ma'am,
call
is she
Serena.
not?
Yeah, you can.
Not there?
I don't
Okay.
see her. You can call Serena
Well,
Poems.
we will go with Serena Poems here. Serene Poems.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I really appreciate it. I'm from the United States, and I'm going to read a very famous poem by Maya Angelou, which I think is very relevant still today.
Yes, ma'am. Truly.
It's called Still I Rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Because I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room? Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. In a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. For all women out there, keep rising.
Thanks a lot for bringing such a beautiful poem from Maya Angelou. Like we can describe her in terms of Kamala Das of India, like who brought the woman's spirit to a greater extent, who liberated the woman's spirit to a greater extent through their poetry. And that was Maya Angelou for the entire world. Thanks for bringing Maya Angelou. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having me.
Well, next here we go to Ray Whittaker.
Good morning, everyone from Colorado.
Colorado. Okay, cool. So
and,
you're welcome.
And happy International Women's Day. There have been so many eloquent women poets that have read previously to me this morning that I wanted to take maybe a slightly different track and acknowledge a woman in my life, my mother. So here goes. The poem is called Enough, Lessons from My Mother. What if you knew that you had a terminal disease, a predictable finite end? What then? Wait and wallow in self-pity? Or go forward anyway until you could not anymore? Perhaps raising one wrinkled and unsteady hand and gesturing to your nearby seated sister to listen to one more faceted garnet of wisdom croaked from a dry throat before the stars close in and the tunnel of light sucks you up. For we who accomplish what there is to do are certain that the sands of time will run out of that universal hourglass before the conclusion is completed of what there is to do. There's little time to waste, none to wallow or wait as if having been placed on hold by Betty Boop, quickly pulling cloth-covered wires and replacing them back in the switchboard cleverly to keep eternity in your ear. A conversation about what is possible is like those early dawn clouds, changing minute by minute, lightening, designing. The clouds are in the magic hour of changing perspectives. This early morning's clouds are gorgeous, yet not as in a photograph. Even the trees reach for them, moved by their beauty into action. The clouds do not wallow or waste or wait for appreciation. They move through the sky, having somewhere to go. Thank you very much.
That was beautiful, sir. Well, it was like describing nature with that of a woman and bringing our own nature into the forefront. So that is what I can extract from your poetry. Thanks for reciting very good poems. So thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Well, Shilpa ma'am. So may I recite my own poem then?
Yeah, you can take the chance now. You can recite your own poem.
So the mic is all mine now. Well then, before I could recite, like I'll just go ahead with sharing my poem here on the screen so that you can connect to it. That's what I feel so. So here it goes, like based on the woman's spirit. It's a feminine spirit as a title. Well, here it goes. Woman is a fierce force who can take on anything, as in man, yet she is subdued to the normal course. Man is a masculine beast, while female a subtle species. Man is known for his manliness, while female a feminine spirit. If man is known as an originator, the woman gives wings to the creative instinct as it delivers the creation. If man is a forward warrior, woman is the backbone of his strength, resilience, force, and fortitude. Men will be men. That's their wild basic instinct, while women are pursuers of great compassion and creation. Men might be physically strong while they are mentally solid. It's all in the mind, what they think and what we assume. So it was just a small poem based on woman's feminine spirit. And that was all for you in terms of feminine spirit, bringing a vibrant, colorful nature to the Women's Day. So that's all I can say. Thanks for all the great women over here.
Thank you for your rendition and also
Yes, ma'am.
the way you tried to just highlight on the strength of the woman by your comparison in your words. And being a festive week this week we have in India, let's just wish to all our participants a wonderful and colorful and vibrant Holi with a lot of fun and frolic everywhere. So festival is in the air now. The colors, let the colors be spread.
All that I
And
can say is like every day is a Women's Day, man. That's a matter. Like every day in every home, it's a
yeah,
Women's Day.
I never feel that we have to celebrate a
Yeah,
particular day.
particular day, yes,
See,
sir.
this has been nominated. This has been nominated
Nominated, yeah.
internationally. So me
International,
particularly, I to believe that every day is my day.
Yeah,
And
agreed.
I not only
We need to
females,
feel that way.
every individual should
We need
have
to feel that way.
the strength and
Yeah.
they should have that feeling that okay, this is my day.
Yeah, gut
Go
and
and
grit.
live it, love it, live it, and just
Just live
enjoy.
the day as it comes
Yeah.
up to you. Simple.
So to all the participants here, I just take the leave and thank you for all for your graceful presence on this platform and happy Holi to all of you, even the participants from across the globe. Let us just wish you a happy Holi. And before leaving, I would like to thank Brother
Thank you.
Prasanna for
Prasanna,
his
yeah, of course.
contribution
For creating such a
throughout
platform.
the program as well as the way
Prasanna?
he.
Prasanna is
Now
behind
I
everybody.
just want Prasanna to take the charge of the mic and just say a few words to all the members
Yeah,
present.
I think he should recite his poem. I think Prasanna should recite his poem.
Thank you, man. Thank you all out wonderful and beautiful souls. We are not
Here comes our backbone.
different genders of sort. Maybe Nastri Ratna Samam Ratnam. That means no jewel is comparable to woman. Woman itself is a jewel. So Nastri Ratna Samam Ratnam. Atulam tatra tattejaha sarvadeva sharirajam ekastam tadbhunari vyapta lokatrayam tishaha. That means the world that is vibrant, that is, pervaded with the effulgence and the spirit that came out from the gods, that taken form into the shape of woman. So that is given out in the Vedas and Upanishads. So that is something which is so never women was never and ever will be weak, and history is it is a very source of it, and we have a number of women who stood forefront. It is that imbalance of hormones that creates the man in the mind of manhood or something, that creates. Otherwise, the woman is the one who who rules the roast of the to carry the forward the lineage or whatever it is said. Without women at home, we cannot imagine mother, sister, brother, sister-in-law, daughter. So this is it. Their power is unimaginable. Their power is unimaginable.
That's why I call it like every day is Women's Day for us. We
No,
can't stay.
as like someone said that woman was weak in history in the past, but never was such a thing. Even the queens has ruled in the countries like Greek and Egypt and something like that. And it is up to some mindset, poor in the weak mindset that create they try to show their dominance. Otherwise, it is nothing. When we have what do you call it, the minds that are enriched with the knowledge or something like that, and they see the women are they never say how the difference of women are men. So things like that. So like many of the great voices here that resonated with the voice of women. Or I mean, it is a special day. It is a special day, I would say. It is, yeah, like you said, it is not confined to particular day, but yes, as union, you and given this out, but we should respect the thing up, and it is special day, definitely. So that's it. That is something from my side. And thank you for honoring the
Thank you,
invite. And thank you
Prasanna. Thank you so much. I think
thank you
it's a
for
special day, and I'm glad that you organized this program, because even if we say that every day is a Women's Day, it isn't really. And today it has drawn attention to us. That is why these days are very important. Every day cannot be our birthday. In the same way, on International Women's Day, we haven't talked about violence. We talk about all the great things that women are. If we are so great, why is there so much violence? I think we should just think about it, and as poets, we should write about it. Why is there so much violence on women?
Yeah,
And
that
tomorrow's
is what
woman.
that is like what I said, is that's a mindset of that's
Yes.
maybe of sick mindset or psychotic kind of things that.
Yeah, so that is why it is important to celebrate these days and bring, and it wakes us up also. It wakes up people to write and speak. And so thank you so much, Prasanna, and all you young people who have presented this evening so beautifully. You hosted, and the poetry has been so wonderful, and that men have participated. And as I said in the beginning, a feminist is one who is not a woman. A woman may not be a feminist, but a feminist is a person who's concerned about the issues that concern women. And it is our
Perfectly
duty
said.
that we work towards it. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
Rightly said.
Prasanna.
Thank
so
you,
much.
everyone.
Thank
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Again.
you.
Bye,
Yeah, we'll
Poliji.
see you
Bye.
again
you.
in another event soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Bye from
Nalini, ma'am.
India. Bye from
Thanks.
my
Bye.
side.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
From all over
Bye.
the
Thank
world.
you all.
Rupali, ma'am, thank you.
Thank you,
Bye,
Shilpa Didi,
everyone.
thank you,
Thank
Lakshmana
you for
sir,
this
thank you,
great event.
Maria, and rest of the team members. Thank you for handling. Thank
We
you, Rupali.
meet from all over the world. Thank you so much. God bless you.